I am recording. This is on a Thursday, September 22nd, 2011. I'm not going to try to go through step by step of my history. I think I'll just talk about things that kind of fall into place. I was born in Brigham City, Utah, July the 10th, 34. The first thing I want to talk about is my mother, because that's who I start to think about first when I start to think about my life. She has always been kind of a hero to me, and she was tough and hard, yet she was fun. Like I remember between the ranch and trails there was an old net wire fence along there that was knocked way down. And I looked at it a few times. We walked right by it, walked through the gate and walked by it, and thought I'd jump that. And I thought this could be kind of hairy, because if I don't make it over, I'm going to fall on my head, because it's solid, you know, it's going to hook my toe or something. But I went and jumped over that thing, and I was so happy. So I went in the house, told Mom, hey, I can jump that fence out there. She says, what you want? So I took her out there and showed it to her, and she ran over and jumped it. Talk about deflating a kid, you know. And everybody said she'd been a good athlete when she was young, but I couldn't believe it. So I didn't brag about jumping over fences or anything. And another time I remember how Mom was my hero it was coming on Christmas, and Mom was pregnant with Dean, and she had problems, and so got into December, and she was up to the doctor, in and out, and Christmas wasn't getting done at all. Dad would do what he could, you know, but you know how a man is. You can't make the donuts and the candy and get all the presents and everything. And so I was right pretty selfish at that time. I thought, this is going to be a terrible Christmas. Sure enough, Christmas morning, there wasn't much. I expected this, and I thought, well, I'll just have to put this off as a bad Christmas. And then the day after Christmas, Mom gave us the best Christmas present anyone could have. That's when Dean was born. He was so beautiful. I looked at him and I just couldn't believe it, that I had me a little brother. Problem was, he wouldn't stay my little brother very long. Not too long before he's my big brother. But I loved him so much. I stayed as close to him as I could all the time, just to watch him, look at him, see him grow. And I told myself, I'm not going to tell my younger brother what to do or what not to do, but I'm going to be the best example I can be. I don't know if it helped Dean very much. It made me a better person, though, trying to be this good person. I don't think I can thank Mom enough for going through what she went through to get him. And then I remember when he got older, she got mad at him for something. She spanked his butt. He looked her right in the eye and says, when you get big and old, and I'm big and strong, I'm going to kick the shit out of you. And Mom just laughed. That's really a highlight of my life, is getting Dean. A lot of times with Mom, she would kind of come to my rescue. Out at the dry farm, we didn't have electricity, so we just had lamps at night, so there really wasn't much going on after dark. And for some reason, they got the idea that they got a pair of boxing gloves, and Shike and I could fight, put on a boxing show for them about 2 or 3 nights out of the week. And it really started getting to me. Finally, I told Mom one day, I'm just getting headaches, Mom. I just get a headache, and it stays overnight, and it's with me the next day, too. And I really don't want to do it, but I'm not going to back off. He'd get 3 or 4 good shots at me. For me to get one at him, his hands were so much quicker than mine. But anyway, when I talked to Mom about it, all of a sudden it stopped. And I'm sure she talked to Dad, told him he couldn't do it anymore. When Mom was getting old, she came out and stayed with us for a while before we had to put her in a home for Alzheimer's. We were kind of taking turns with her. She came to me and she stayed there for 2 or 3 months. One evening, I was driving around in the truck. She always wanted to go and look around. In Fallon, you can only look so far, and that's it. And so they were playing up at the ball field. They had a slow pitch man's softball games going. And I knew several of the guys were playing in that league, so I knew Mom, and she's always told us she'd been a softball player. And anyway, so I drove up there and we parked our pickup along the fence there, and we watched them for a while. And finally Mom says, good hell, I can pitch better than that. And I didn't even recall in my mind that she didn't understand the slow pitch softball where they just lob it up there and let you hit it, you know. So that kind of disappointed her there, but that's the way she was on things, you know. And I really get choked up when I think about her. This is really hard, a lot harder than I thought it would be. I can't wait to be with her again someday. Thank her for everything she's done for me. And I think that's about all I got today, so I'm going to close off now, and then I'll come back and do some more